Okay, we'll now derive the nominal torsion in a beam based on the resistance of the longitudinal reinforcement. So we need to copy this section. Okay. We also need to idealize a section of the beam. So this has a dimension of y sub o, and we have our shear V1 in here. Because of the inclined cracks due to torsion, there will be horizontal axial forces induced in the longitudinal reinforcement. Say this is N1 over 2, N1 over 2. And these axial forces in the longitudinal reinforcement should be resisted by this horizontal component. If this is theta, and this being V1, then the horizontal component will be V1 cotangent theta. So we have N1 as equal to V1 cotangent theta. Now we previously determined what V1 is equal to. V1 is equal to this. And so substituting, we have N1 equal to V1, which is equal to this. A sub t fyt y sub o cotangent theta divided by s, and then multiplied by another cotangent theta. This will give us at fyt y sub o cotangent squared theta divided by s. So this is our N1. We note that N1 is also equal to N3 from this figure. So N1 is also equal to N3. The axial forces in the top and bottom directions or sides is N2 and N4. Now solving for N2, this is equal to V2 cotangent theta, and that V2 was earlier determined as equal to this. So V2 is 80 FYT multiplied by XO cotangent theta divided by S, and substituting it here, we have N2. V2 is equal to 80 FYT XO cotangent squared theta divided by S. Also, N2 is equal to N4, so that the summation of N is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N4. N1 and N3 are equal, and so we can rewrite N1 as 80 FYT YO cotangent squared theta divided by S multiplied by 2. The same is true to N2 and N4. N2 is 80 FYT XO cotangent squared theta divided by S multiplied by 2. We note that N is equal to the total cross-sectional area of the longitudinal reinforcement. We'll say it to be equal to A sub L. This is multiplied by the yield strength of the longitudinal reinforcement. Hence, we can rewrite the equation as AL Fy equal to 80 FYT cotangent squared theta divided by S multiplied by XO plus YO. We note that 2 multiplied by this quantity is actually the perimeter. Hence, we can simplify this equation as A sub L Fy 80 FYT cotangent squared theta divided by S multiplied by PH. Now, solving for a sub t divided by s in this equation, the intention is to substitute at over s to the equation of the nominal torsion as previously determined. So we first expressed at over s in terms of the other variable from this equation. So at over s will be equal to al fy divided by fyt cotangent squared theta times pH. Now, we substitute this to the earlier derived formula for the nominal torsion, which is this equation. Okay, so we have T sub n equal to 2 times al fy divided by fyt cotangent squared theta multiplied by pH. This is multiplied by fyt a sub o cotangent theta. So fyt will cancel out as well as cotangent. This is then simplified as 2 a sub l fy a sub o divided by cotangent theta multiplied by pH. We can rewrite this as Tn equal to 2al fy a sub o divided by pH, and we move cotangent to the numerator so that it will become tangent theta. So this is the nominal torsion of the beam cross section based on the longitudinal reinforcement. Okay.